Join me as I dive deep into exploring what God's amazing attributes are, and see if I can uncover all of them in just one video. When we think about God, we often wonder what makes him who he is. What are the characteristics that define his nature? Understanding God's attributes is crucial in getting a deeper sense of divinity and spirituality. It's essential in building a stronger connection with him and finding meaning in our lives. One common misconception about God is that he's a distant, unapproachable being. Many think he's only concerned with judgment and punishment, rather than love and compassion. This misconception can lead to fear and disconnection from our faith. We may start to see God as a strict ruler, rather than a loving father. Another misconception is that God is limited in power or knowledge. Some believe he can't intervene in our lives or that he's unaware of our struggles. This limited view of God can lead to a lack of trust and faith in his abilities. The idea that God is responsible for evil in the world is another misconception. We may ask, if God is all-powerful and all-good, why does he allow evil to exist? This question can lead to confusion and doubts about God's nature. Lastly, some people think that God is only concerned with grand, miraculous events, rather than the small, everyday moments of our lives. This misconception can make us feel like God is only present in the big things, but not in the ordinary things that matter most. Let's explore some of God's key attributes that can help us better understand his nature. One of his most significant attributes is love. God's love is unconditional, unwavering, and unrelenting. It's not based on our performance or achievements, but on his own character. He loves us because he is love. Another attribute is his omniscience. God knows everything, from the smallest detail to the largest event. He's aware of our thoughts, feelings, and struggles. This attribute gives us confidence that he's always in control, even when we're not. God's justice is another critical attribute. He's a just God who hates injustice and oppression. He's fair and righteous in all his ways. This attribute gives us hope that one day, all wrongs will be made right. God's wisdom is another attribute that's essential to understanding his nature. He has infinite wisdom, which guides us through the complexities of life. His wisdom is beyond human understanding, and it's a gift to us when we seek him. I remember a powerful moment in my life when I realized the significance of God's attributes. I was going through a difficult time, feeling lost and uncertain about my future. As I cried out to God, I realized that he was not distant or uncaring. He was present, loving, and all-knowing. In that moment, I felt his peace and comfort surround me, and it changed my perspective on life and faith. I realized that God's attributes are not just theoretical concepts, but real and tangible expressions of his love and care for me. As I looked back on that experience, I realized that understanding God's attributes can be life-changing. It's not just about knowing facts or concepts, it's about experiencing his love, care, and guidance in our lives. When we grasp his attributes, we begin to see God in a new light. We start to understand that he's not just a distant deity, but a loving Father who's intimately involved in our lives. Let's recap the attributes we've discussed today. We've explored God's love, omniscience, justice, and wisdom. These attributes are essential in building a deeper relationship with him and finding meaning in our lives. I hope this video has inspired you to dig deeper into God's amazing attributes and discover more about his nature. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What are your thoughts on God's attributes? How have they impacted your life and faith? Don't forget to check out my other videos on faith and spirituality, and I'll see you in the next one.